we're here with historians at the annual meeting.
Yeah.
When people ask, why should we study history? Why is it important?
Why should we study history? Well, I think history provides us with a way of understanding the world, a way of paying close attention to the sources of the past and trying to figure out how people in the past framed their own lives. I think that's really important to think through for ourselves and to see that we actually have power over the way we think through our lives, not just how we live our lives and in some ways the structures that frame our lives, but also in the sort of cultural implications of what we think about what we do every day. I think it matters quite a lot, and I really think it's very important that I teach my students to see similarities and differences when they study the past. This issue of college kids leaving school without employment, which comes up in my classroom, I would say, like at least every other day in the semester, you know, especially because I'm teaching a course on the long 19th century economic history this semester. You know, it's a major issue in these students' lives, and so I'm constantly trying them to get to see the similarities of the people we're studying and the sources that we're probing for information, and at the same time to recognize that the past is actually rather different and their own lives can take different forms, that they should be slightly empowered by this thing. I mean, not every financial crisis is a golden opportunity, but that there are moments when we actually have some control over how we shape the future, and that I think that they ought to seize those reins of power for themselves if they can.
Alice O'Connor, why study history?
Oh, well, so many reasons, but just to add on to that, I think what history does, it's not uniquely necessarily, but history is in a very good position to do, is to draw attention not only to the structural dimensions, right, of things that people often experience on very individualized and in some ways in very isolated and isolating ways, but I think history also draws attention to the ethical dimension of what is happening right now, and draws attention, enables students to get a way of understanding how what's unfolding now is really what's the theme of this conference, are very big changes and very big questions about the relationship between capitalism and democracy that has changed over time, and that changes really because of human agency, not because of some, inexorable forces. It happens because of choices, and especially political choices, that are made at any given moment.
Alice O'Connor from the University of California, Santa Barbara, and Jessica Lepler from University of New Hampshire.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us here on American History TV at the annual meeting of the Organization of American Historians. Really enjoyed talking to you about it. Thank you.
Thank
you.